So I'm sure that you have heard about AI. It is the rave, right? And I know you've heard about ChatGPT. Well, at first I was a little skeptical and I was like, I don't know. But I will tell you this, AI, artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, plus a whole lot of other AI tools have been wonderful for me in my marketing and my business and helping me generate ideas. It has been great. But today I want to talk about 5 ways to make ChatGPT sound like you, because you don't want it to sound robotish. It is a robot and it can't reach your mind. So let's talk about today 5 ways that you can make ChatGPT sound like you. Now, if that is something you are interested in, keep watching. Well, hello awesome people, and welcome back to my channel. You know, on this channel I give tips and tools and strategies to help you build your brand, whether you're an entrepreneur, a small business professional. Build that brand, increase your impact, increase your income, and grow a thriving business. That's what it's all about. So today I'm excited to be talking about how to make ChatGPT sound like you, and I have 5 ways today. And of course I have my awesome Dynamo board. If you are interested in that and how you can get one, I'll put a link in the description below. Our friends at Visual AV is sponsoring this video, but we're gonna hop right into it. So I have my site up here, and the reason why I have my site up here is because I like the saying that I have on the site, and it says, what are 2 things that every business owner needs to be successful? Now, what I'm doing is sharing with you what has happened in my own life. Is it easy? Not always. Are there challenges? Yes. Is it up and down? Of course. But it's been a good journey and it's going to continue. And I hope that that is the way it will be for you in your business. So 2 things are a winning mindset and a proven system. Now, I had to get to a point where I had a winning mindset, knowing that I'm not going to quit. I'm going to win in the ups and the downs, when it's slow, when it's good, and keep going. And here I am years later, still moving forward. So a winning mindset is that you have to believe that this is your passion, this is your purpose, this is what you were created to do, and no giving up. That's your winning mindset. Even when things get hard, even when they get difficult, even when you don't feel like it, it's your winning mindset. You're going to win. And the second thing is a proven system. Now, AI is here to stay, and it is a proven system that it will help you grow your business. So let's get into it. Okay, so let me go here to my whiteboard. Okay, so I want to talk about today. Isn't that cool? That is too cool. 5 ways to make ChatGPT sound like you. Now, I hope you have your pen and your paper, or you should have a notebook, a Marsha Lynn Hudson training notebook for all of the trainings that I do. But I hope you do take notes and you have your pen and paper, and subscribe to our channel, because I am going to be giving tools and tips and training on how you can build your business, grow your brand, increase your impact and your income, and create a thriving business. So today, let's look at these 5 ways to make ChatGPT sound like you. Okay, and I will have scrolling across here, I will have a freebie for you. Okay, so let's talk about our first way. Okay, so number 1, use your own vocabulary and your bio. And what I mean by that is when you, and I'm going to show you a prompt here at the end, so stay to the end so you can see some examples. So when you use your own vocabulary, the words that you use all of the time in your own business, the words that are maybe on your website or your landing page, or that you put in your social media, use the vocabulary that you use, your bio, things about you. You can put in the prompt things about you, things about your past, things about where you're going. So when you put in vocabulary and words that deal with you and your business into the prompt, it helps ChatGPT to be able to give you a prompt that sounds more like you. Okay, so you can practice that. I do have a free guide, and that should be scrolling across, on ways that you can get ChatGPT to sound like you, with some examples of prompts to put in. So be sure and look in the description link below so you can grab that free guide. So let's move to number 2. And at the end, I am going to show you, I'm going to bring up ChatGPT, show you an example. So the second thing is to use personal experiences and examples of the way you would do things. For instance, if I use some personal experiences and put them in the prompt, I might talk about ways that I have helped entrepreneurs who were confused about where they should go in their business. Or I may talk about an experience that I've had with my own business where I was all over the place and couldn't figure out my niche. Or I may talk about experiences that I have encountered with even helping clients figure out this online marketing. So I can put those things in the prompt because those are the experiences that I've had. Now, when we talk about examples of the ways you would do things, I can put in the prompt, for me, some examples of the ways I would do things is when I teach my clients, I like to teach them a simple method. I like to give them a few strategies. I don't want to overwhelm them, because when we get overwhelmed, we just won't do anything. So that's what I mean by examples of the way I do things. So I would literally put that in the prompt. And I would say some examples of the way I do things that I like to show strategies that are simple. I like to give clients just a few strategies. I don't want them to be overwhelmed. So you see what I'm saying? That's what you want to put into the prompt so that Chat can sound like you when he gives you the information. Okay, so that's number 2. All right, so let's go to number 3. And I am going to show you, stay to the end. I'm going to bring up Chat and show you what I put in to show you an example of what I'm teaching today. So number 3, include your tone of voice. So when I use ChatGPT, or when you use it, you put the tone that you want. For me, my tone of voice is upbeat, positive, motivational, inspirational, educational. That's my tone of voice. And so I would put that, sometimes I would put the tone is educational. The tone, make sure the tone is motivational. Make sure the tone is upbeat. So you want to include your tone of voice. And sometimes the tone could be matched with someone you know. I could put in the tone of Oprah Winfrey, or put in the tone of Mel Robbins. So if you tell it a certain tone, it will try to match that tone of voice. And if you put the tone of voice that is related to the way you talk and the way you want your brand to be perceived, then that will help ChatGPT. Okay, so I hope you're still with me. We got 2 more, and then I'm going to bring up ChatGPT. Now, let's go to number 4. All right, so number 4, you want to share your interests and your hobbies. And when I'm using these tips, I mean, whenever you go to ChatGPT, when we look at the example in a minute, this is what you want to put in the message part in the prompt. So I like to say, share your interests and your hobbies. For example, for me, I might put act as a marketing strategist, because I'm a marketing strategist. And then I will put my prompt, whatever topic I wanted to work with, whether I want to create a blog or an article or an email, because we can use this for all of our marketing. No more saying I don't have time to be consistent with online marketing, because that is a great tool for people to find you. No more of that. We don't have that anymore. No more staring at a blank screen. So some of my interests are, and if you know anything about me, if you follow me on Instagram, and I hope you do, or you follow me on Facebook with Marsha Lynn Hudson or Marsha Hudson Media, you will see that I love nature. I love nature. I enjoy walking. I like biking. I like sitting out at Starbucks. I may do that today. Sitting out at Starbucks, sitting outside. It's fall now. It's just, put your interest. It lets Chat get an idea of you, because you want it to sound like you. You don't want it to sound robotish, and you don't want it to sound like it doesn't match your brand voice and identity. So put your interests in, put your hobbies, things you like to do. So when you put these things in the prompt, it gets to know you, right? And so sometimes people say, well, Marsha, how long can I make the prompt, or how many sentences can I put in it? You can put a lot. So when we go in a minute, I'll let you see. But when you start writing in the part that says create your message, and you say, please generate, you may say 10 sentences and on this, and sentence on this, and this, and then you put your hobbies, you put your experience. You can put a lot of information in the prompt, and then hit go, and it will give you all of that information. So don't forget to share your interests and hobbies. You may put a sentence or two in the prompt of one of your hobby things that you're interested in. Maybe you like to travel, maybe you like playing cards, or maybe you like hanging with friends. It gets to know you. Okay, so let's look at the last one before we go to the example, before I bring up ChatGPT. Number 5, tell it about your values. Okay, as you notice through these tips, we're putting things about you into the prompt. Chat is getting to learn you, how you sound, what you like, and it's going to give you messages that sound more like you, because that's what you want to put on your LinkedIn or your Facebook or your email. Or even if you do a video, I am going to do a video on how to use AI to create YouTube videos just like this, or a podcast. So tell it about your values. For me, my values are to teach what I know, to teach what I've been through, to teach with integrity, to help entrepreneurs, business owners with their goals, which would be to build their brand, to grow their business, to increase their impact, because when we increase our impact, we increase our income, grow an audience through email marketing. These are my values. And so I can put these things in the prompt when I get ready to use chat, whether, like I say, whether I'm using it for a blog or an article or social media or email. We can use this for all of our content marketing and start building our brand online. Okay, so now let's get to the good part where we pull up ChatGPT. Okay, so let me go over here to my board, to browser, and there it is. Now what I put in the browser earlier for this video, I put act as, let me see, I put act as a marketing strategist. Please give me a 250 word article for LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is my brand, right? And I said give me some well-defined strategies. And then I put, and I'm going to read it later to you, I put generate me more, showing that I believe strategies should be easy. I'm putting in my thoughts to implement. I'm putting in my values, right? And not overwhelming. I'm putting in things that from my vocabulary, because I always say, let's not be overwhelmed. And then I said, I have taught strategies to business owners who are busy and not techie. So now I put something about my past experiences, you see. My values are to teach what has worked for me. And then chat is going to give me something. Now let me tell you what it put out. Okay. So it says, certainly, the cornerstone of success. It even gives me a topic that I can put in my LinkedIn. Why your business needs a strong marketing strategy. So now you have a great topic. And then it says, in today's landscape, having a well-defined marketing strategy is not just something nice to have. It is a necessity. It sounds like me, because I say that all of the time. I say all of the time, you don't want to just be posting to post, and you don't want to not post, right? You want to use social media because it really is a necessity. It's going to help you be found. It's going to help you create awareness. It's going to help you build trust with your ideal client, and then eventually take them down the funnel. I did a video on the funnel, so be sure and check that video out. It's going to take them down the funnel to become a client. And so this sounds like me. because of the prompts that I put in. So it says, why? Why do you ask? And I said, I firmly believe that strategy should be the cornerstone of every business plan. That sounds like me. So it put it in the thing. Well, the answer lies in the power of direction and purpose. We have to have direction. We have to have purpose. I talk about that all of the time. Look how it's sounding like me. It's not sounding robotish. It's sounding like me. And then it says it provides a clear vision of where you are, where you want to be, and how do you want to get there. We're talking about a marketing strategy. And look at this great content that it gave me. And so then it goes first and foremost, and then it gives a strategy. Okay. And then it says next, it gives out a strategy for ensuring that your brand messaging is on target. And then it says additionally, a strategy keeps you aligned with the market, with the changing market, which is something I talk about all of the time. We have to keep up with the trends. We can't do things the old way and expect for them to work. I've been in business a long time. I started with my photography business straight out of college. And that was like 20 years ago. Well, I didn't do business then the way I do it now. I did postcards and setting up at tables and, mail outs and things. Well, we don't do business that way anymore. We don't have to. We can actually target our ideal client. So it sounds like me, okay? And then it says, in conclusion, a business without a clear marketing strategy is like a ship without a compass. And I might change that and say, a business without a clear marketing strategy is very hard to become successful. You see, so I change words around. And then it gives me some more information. Simplifying success, strategies made easy for busy entrepreneurs. And I love this. And then it says, in my journey, I've had the privilege of teaching strategies to fellow entrepreneurs. Many of them wore many hats because they were busy. And that's why I've made my mission to make it simple. So look at how it sounds like me. And then lastly, it gives a conclusion. Now I can take all of this information, okay? I can take all of this information and let me get rid of this. Use it for an Instagram article. And the good news is I can take what I have, change some things around, get rid of some things, add some things, because it's an idea generator. Open up my LinkedIn and post. And then I can go to my Facebook, change some things around, maybe cut out a little, maybe get rid of some sentences, maybe do some bullets or whatever, upload it to my Facebook. Then I can go to my Instagram, make a reel, make a video with my phone, same information, maybe talk about 2 of the tips, upload it to my Instagram. Then I can make this where I can put it in my email. And so I make it like an email script. I have my subject line, I have my title, I have my points, send my email. And now what have I done? I have done an article, I've uploaded to LinkedIn, I've uploaded to Facebook, I've done a reel for Instagram, and an email that I sent out. All within probably 30 minutes for all of that. Wow, right? What am I doing? I'm building a brand. I'm building my audience. I'm creating awareness. Does it all come at the beginning? No, it doesn't. It takes time. It takes time to build a brand. But when you build a brand, a foundation of a brand, that's going to be the beginning of a successful business. But once you start building your brand with your content and putting it up there, now you are getting in front of the right people. You're creating awareness, and you build 10 people, 20 people, 100 people, 200, 1,000 loyal followers, not just numbers. People who like what you do, they know what you do, they trust you, and they will eventually buy from you. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Look down below in the link to get your free guide on more information on how ChatGPT can sound like you. I put that in the description. It's a free guide I created for you. Look in the link. So if you want to get your own Dynamo board, we want to thank our friends at Visual AV. But don't forget, yes, the secret sauce. The secret sauce is not in followers and numbers and being on every social channel and taking up all of your time and being overwhelmed. You don't need to do that. The secret sauce is you.